G'day folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we are marcotting. So we have a couple of rambutan trees that we want to put some marcotts on so that we can get some more. We've got some spare space up the back of the house there that we want to plant up, so
and a little bit of spare time.
And a little bit of spare time. So we are going to do some marcotting. So we thought we'd just share with you guys how we do that. Alright, so we need a medium for doing the marcotts. Now, usually sphagnum moss is what would be recommended, but sphagnum moss can be very expensive. So a good alternative would be to use a good quality peat, and that's what Ian's got there. And we've just watered it enough so that
a good squeeze, and you just get the odd drop.
Yeah.
Don't want it soaking wet, just nice moisture. Good squeeze, yeah.
So that's nicely prepared. So the bags that we use for marcotting, we just use Ziploc bags like you would use for putting your sandwiches in to take to work. And the size that we tend to go for is about 22 by 18 or thereabouts. And Ian's just filling those bags with some of the peat. So a couple of handfuls in each bag.
And then just have a look afterwards, make sure they're all reasonably even fill.
Okay, so all our bags are nicely filled.
Squeeze the, well, first of all get the zip going, the Ziploc, squeeze the air out, and then just finish sealing it. It just stops it from falling all over the place. And trying to wrap something around your branch and then trying to fill it, we found is quite slow and tedious, and half of your soil mixture stuff ends up on the floor. So for speed, this was just by far the easiest way. Tools: a good sharp knife. If you're doing a lot, a pair of scissors, which will speed things up. Some form of tape. This is electrical tape, fairly cheap from some of the shops. Pair of grips, and optional, this is Clonex hormone, rooting hormone. You can use it, we've done it successfully with and without. And a brush.
Good job, you've got a lot of pockets there.
And some ears. Okay.
And of course your pre-prepared bags.
Yes.
Beautiful day today.
Yeah. Cloudy. There's a blue sky there.
There is some blue sky poking through. This is the space where we want to put some more trees. Just behind the house, behind the shed there. And we like rambutans, so may as well get some more of them.
Yeah, I've got some grafted durians that we, don't know if you can see them, they're only small. Planted this year. No, last year. Planted them last year.
Last year, yeah. Through the gate we go. This is our lemon tree. Looks like it's flowering again. Through there we've got a kaffir lime tree, and we have a lime tree through there which we need to rescue because all of this bamboo has fallen over onto it in the winds that we've had recently. And this is one of our rambutan trees.
This is the thickness, what would you say, centimetre?
Yeah, probably about a centimetre.
And you need to clear an area to put the actual marcot on, so just get rid of them. Now, if you haven't got many to do, you can use a knife to do your 2 horizontal cuts, and this is where the scissors come in. If you're doing a lot and to speed things up, use the scissors and just put some pressure on all the way around, and that's cut through the bark. Second cut, about 1 inch, 2 centimeters below. Do the same again. Then you need to remove the bark, and that's where the grips come in. Put that on. And all that comes away. Ideally, to stop this rejoining, and you're not doing really hard, but just a light roughing up of the plant material there. So we put the rooting hormone, if you're going to use it, like I say, it's optional, just below the top cut where the bark comes. That's where the roots will appear from. Won't be there, won't be anywhere on here, it'll all come from here. And this cut needs to be just below a node ideally. And yeah, all your roots will appear here. So that's where you put the rooting hormone if you're going to put any. Then this is where the sharp knife comes. Just a little cut down your bag, like so. And then this is where you start to put the slit just there. Riddle it so that the medium, the sphagnum moss pit, goes all the way around. And then you have your tape. And just wrap that around. Another option, if you want, that some people will do, is they will then cover this with aluminium foil or aluminum for our American cousins. It just keeps the heat off the medium, and also roots develop in the dark. So yeah, you can put foil over there if you want. They still work even without it. Doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, we've always had them work without doing the foil.
And then it depends on the time of year and what have you. Anything from, say, 8 weeks onwards, you'll start to see roots. When you do remove it, it's only a small root system, so remove a reasonable amount of these leaves. There won't be enough root system to drive all the leaves, so just remove some of the leaves when you harvest it. And it's just a pair of secateurs and cut just below there. As I'm collecting them, I'll have a bucket of water usually, and I'll just drop them in water to make sure that they get nice and moist. And then and this is the drawback, if there's a drawback with marcotts. The roots will develop in a little ball, and they're not technically true roots, and they're very, very fragile. So if you can, try and tease them out a little bit so that they don't just stay as a root ball. Otherwise there's no strength in the root system from windy periods.
Yeah, and then we will usually pot them up for a period of time before we actually plant them out into the field.
Yeah, and well, we try and do our planting sort of towards the end of the wet season, so it's cool periods.
Yeah, we've just come down to the creek at the back of the house,
It's nice and cool down here.
It's beautiful and cool down here, and the sound of the water just trickling down is so lovely.
This palm tree got blown over horizontal in the last cyclone we had.
Cyclone, yeah,
Yasi.
see?
And then
Completely over horizontal.
And then it did a U-turn.
And then look what it does at the end. Oh, they find a way, don't they? Yeah, so beautiful down here. Before we had the pool, we used to come down here on those really hot, stinking days when we'd worked on the farm all day.
Come down with a cold drink.
Come down with a cold drink. This water is freezing. It's come off the mountain. And just where the camera's showing you, that probably doesn't show it very well on video, but it's quite a deep hole down there.
About waist deep.
Yeah, if not higher than waist deep, I think maybe. But yeah, we just used to come down with the dog and just stand in there and have a cold drink and cool our legs off.